time frame, I was talked to by another comedian who booked the show at the Triple Crown Whiskey Bar and Raccoon Motel. And he's like, hey, I'm starting this business. I don't have enough time to do this anymore. Would you want to do it? And I said, yeah, I would. It's a fun. I mean, it's a weekly showcase. At the time I took it over, we had already gotten some pretty big names that had come through there and done the show, and it's really fun because it's all free. Like, I don't have a budget to work with, and I still had people like asking me to do the show, which is exciting for a comedian because the Quad Cities has always been a place where comedy just goes to die. It seems like, like people will start a mic or start a showcase, and they'll do it once or twice, and it goes by the wayside. And I think because of the bar itself and who the owners were, like, there was like support for the show, and they're like, hey, that's
just you mean like it was it almost came off like the popular thing to do. Yeah,
it was like surprisingly simple how little effort you had to put in to get people to come to the show, because you don't do it now, but you've done comedy long enough that how hard it is just to get people, just to get 15 people in the door for a comedy show,
Oh, well, yeah, and even with people that are close to you, family, friends, that kind of thing. It's like, hey, I know you've been asking when I'm going to perform again. I'm performing this day. Oh, that's not going to work for me. It's my dog's quinceañera. It's like, cool, neat. Well, we'll talk later, I guess.
Yeah, no, I've got some mulch that I need to put out in the yard.
Right.
All right, well, have fun, fuckface. Right. So, like, I was really excited to do it. And also, like, when I first started doing comedy, because when I first started out, like most people, I was so bad that nobody would put me on a show. I just started, like, producing my own shows. And it was also still really frustrating. I was like, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to, like, get to, like, I have a wide array of comedians that I can pick from who are all pretty much willing to do the show whenever I need them. So, so it's been going great. I found out today, though, that we're canceled. They're canceling the show.
Well, that's no good.
So
the Quad Cities black hole takes down yet another venue.
Yeah.
Well, did they give any kind of excuse or any kind of like, oh, it's not you, it's
not
us
an
kind
excuse,
of thing?
but like a reason?
Yeah. So the reason, the Raccoon Motel, so there's two bookers. I do the comedy, and then Sean Moeller.
Which the comedy only takes a day of the 7, right?
It takes, like an hour and a half or 2 hours of the week.
Okay.
But Sean Moeller, of Day Trotter fame, is the music booker. And so, he's got a lot of connections already because of who he is.
Yeah.
And so I think they just wanted to... What I was told is that they just wanted to focus on music more. And like personally I disagree, but it's not my bar. I don't pay the rent there.
Yeah.
So I don't have I don't have a say in it.
Right. For all
I could appeal to them, I guess, but they'd be like, sorry dude, this is what we're going with,
For all intents and purposes, you were dealing with no budget. And there was no money coming in at the door, just at the bar. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so I wasn't getting paid. I on a few occasions paid comedians, just gas money. But like I would, we would pass around a bucket and try to get donations from the audience. Yeah. Because we've had people from L.A., New York, Denver. Like, we had people from all over the country stop in and do it. And I was always upfront with everybody right away. Like, hey, you're more than welcome to do the show. I'll tell you right now, I can't pay you because I don't have a budget. Like none of the people that like do it for me on a regular basis are getting paid. I'm not getting paid. Right. But I would, regularly throw in a 20 just to, just so that they could get home after like doing the show for me.
For them to be like a surprise garage performance. Yeah. Like Foo Fighters just played in somebody's garage down the street.
Yeah.
Why are we never that person?
I still want to be.
What's your garage look like?
I would,
What's your garage situation?
I would burn down the garage to give them a bigger platform if that's what they needed. I feel like that would be more than, enough.
If you burn it down, you're not getting the insurance money.
Yeah, I feel like that's something we should have talked about.
We can't even barely fit a car in that garage anyway.
Before we commit arson on our own place.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'd stop it from getting to the house, though.
Oh, yeah.
I think,
absolutely.
Aside from, that's just something disappointing, but it's something that you go through. Like, it's not going to be the last time, I'm sure, that I book a show that's going to that's going to end, But I've actually, I've got, I'm doing a show, this is an open mic. I'm headlining an open mic tomorrow, which is fun because they're giving me 20 minutes, which is
nice.
A long time for somebody at my level. But it's just an open mic, but it's still cool.
Absolutely, it's a chance for you to spread your wings.
Yeah,
work out the legs a little bit.
Fly like an eagle.
To the sea.
Austin Black, you know Austin Black, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's moving to Denver.
He's got a restraining order on me, but I know him.
Oh, okay. All right.
Jake just gave me a look of concern. all the people listen. Austin Black and I, as far as
you guys
I know,
okay?
Yeah, we're all right. We've talked through our stuff. He no longer wants to punch me in the face all the time.
Good.
Just some of the times.
I'm glad.
So it feels like your wife then.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello.
It's very much domestic partnership.
Nice.
Yeah.
Domestic abuse.
So he's going out of town. The 16th of April, and Charles Taylor and a guy from Peoria put together a show at the Speakeasy. So I'll be doing that on the 14th, and
nice.
Then the 20th through the 23rd, I'm going to Chattanooga, Tennessee for a convention with the Show Us Your Pokeballs troupe. I'm going to be doing some comedy there.
Very nice.
And then I'm going to Ohio on the 5th and the 6th of May. So I've got for another convention. So
very nice.
I've got some shows coming up, new conventions. I've never done a convention before.
Very cool.
Done a festival. But
I feel like the conventions would be the most receptive to it because I feel like any convention for anything ever, everybody there is on a mix of cocaine and ecstasy. They're just excited to be alive and breathing, and they're so happy to be around people like them.
Well, I will say that these are all nerd themed conventions, so there's probably no ecstasy. But they I've talked to some of the other comics that have done these conventions. They're they love it. They're on board. They want to see comedy.
Well, you got to think too. They're going to a convention where all this other stuff is going on, anime or
right.
Trading card conventions, all that stuff. There's so much other stuff to go on and see that when you see something on the lineup like a comedy show, if those people stop into that, they're there to giggle. They're there to check it out.
Yeah.
There's going to be a few people that are comedy show, let's see what they have to offer. And they're coming in with that idea, try and make me laugh.
Yeah, I will.
It's better, though, than when you go to an open mic and people are just at the bar to be at the bar, and they did not know it was an open mic night, and you can just tell they're pissed off that somebody's talking over the football game on TV.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm trying to complain about my work day, and this guy's joking about farts and goats. Or farting goats.
If you could quit telling people my set, that would be great. But
well, I'm just saying that I'm working on my own farting goat jokes.
Are you?
No, not a bit.
Yeah.
You're impersonating
kidding?
one, though.
Are you kidding?
God damn it. That's what you call a baby goat.
Do you get it, Trish?
You get it?
Kid?
You get it?
Yep.
You get it?
Right.
Yeah.
She's going to murder both of us. So
I got a date later. I'm good.
There you go. So
yeah, you do.
Yeah. So with that, though, are you, going back to Triple Crown,
okay.
Are you... I don't know. Are you hurt? Are you sad about it?
I'm sad because I felt like we had good momentum.
Yeah.
We 2 weeks ago, we had guys from Denver come in and they were great, and I was like, it's just nice to be able to bring that to the Quad Cities because then you see I mean, and I think that people probably don't think about this, but what it tells me is that when somebody comes from, and like tomorrow, Gideon Hambright he lives in New York, he's coming and he's doing a show. And like, I feel like when people know that people are coming from LA, Denver, New York,
they swing out.
They're like, number one, they come out, but they're like, well, they wouldn't be coming here if there wasn't some sort of comedy scene here.
Yeah.
If we were all just a bunch of hacks and nobodies, they wouldn't waste their time bringing a comedy show here. But I think it says something about the comedy scene itself, is that they're willing to contribute to the scene here. And so yeah, I'm disappointed and frustrated, but I liken it a lot to like my recent breakup. Is like there was nothing. It wasn't anything that I did that caused this. It wasn't like I was like coming up with performers like the day before, and they're like, "Look, dude, you're fucking up."
Yeah.
Like I was doing what I was supposed to do.
Right.
It just for whatever reason, the other guys didn't feel like it coincided with whatever their vision was. And so I can't be mad. I mean, like I said, I'm disappointed, but I'm not mad. I don't think there was anything better that we could have done.
Yeah.
Especially like without a budget. Like I would have, and I like promoted. I used my own money to like promote on Facebook, for shows and stuff. So, so we did the best we could, and I think we did a good job.
Yeah. Well, I definitely agree there. All the shows that I went and saw at Triple Crown have been well put together. Like, for being a free room and no budget, like it's been solid. It's a smaller room. It's a more intimate show.
It's fun, man. It's fun to do.
Yeah, it was fun to perform at, and hopefully this is just a short-lived thing where they kind of take it back after a while.
Well,
but we'll see.
So Robert Krause, the guy who originally booked the show, he booked it for like 6 months.
Yeah.
He was like, "Look, you guys can still do the occasional showcase if you want, but it's just not going to be the Thursday night focus anymore." And so I'll think about it, and I'll if I'll talk with Sean occasionally and say, "Hey, can we have this Thursday and do something?" But it's just it's not going to be like it was.
Yeah,
I guess.
Well, I could definitely tell that this became like a labor of love for you. So
the show, like booking the show wasn't hard. It was just like, working, a full-time job. When I took on the role, I had a girlfriend and, doing my NA stuff, trying to stay involved in that. I have a bunch of service positions within NA, I write a schedule for, we bring a meeting into one of the rehabs and I write the schedule for that. So I just had a bunch of stuff on my plate. So it wasn't like any one thing was too much. It was just like
a bunch of
how do I fit all of this stuff into my schedule and still like sleep and take care of myself kind of thing.
Yeah.
Bathe, eat, the lesser necessities of life.
Yeah. Right. Yes. Well, like I said, I hope that in the end, a couple months down the road, the owners or the higher ups, if you will, kind of come back to this and go, maybe one night a week isn't so bad.
Maybe. I mean, I know there's a few guys that came to the show every week because it was the only night that they could come, and maybe they'll say something, and maybe we'll go back. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is it was a Thursday night. It was during the week. Not a lot of people can get off from work, Fridays and Saturdays to go see the shows at the other places. So
Thursday I feel like Friday and Saturdays are like more family.
Yeah,
especially at our age, if you have a family, that's the nights that you kind of get to spend with your family, right?
Yeah, some people aren't looking to go out every Friday and Saturday, so a night during the week was perfect for them.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the higher ups realize that and see that they had a good thing going. Maybe they bring it back and decide to charge a cover or whatever to make it more fruitful on their end. I don't know. But it would be nice to see because I think if anything in today's day and age, kicking comedy out of the schedule altogether is just we need to laugh. We need to tee-hee. We need to giggle. So
Did you just say we need a tea?
You goddamn right I said tea.
Wow. I'm going to hold on to that one. I might actually go back and listen to this particular podcast.
Just to hear tea.
Just for that one particular moment.
Damn it. Well, I feel for you, buddy. I'm sorry this happened, but I still think